Right now, it's not so bad. I'm like, I could get used to this. Not not the virus part, just the staying at home and not doing anything part. I am staying home for all of those who don't have, the best immune system, who aren't able to fight the coronavirus.
The more that we protect our health and stop the spread, the sooner we can get back to the people we love and the things that matter most.
There's only so much staff that a hospital has, and in the ER there's only so much equipment. So if you are being careless and going out and touching everything and meeting up with your friends, like, it's not social distancing if you're going to each other's houses. Like, you guys are still, you could still be possibly carrying the virus, and you could be infecting your friends. And if all of you get sick and there's only 3 beds at a hospital, like, guess what? All of a sudden, like, a bunch of you are out of luck.
I think the most difficult part about it is knowing that my mom and my dad don't have the ability to work from home. My mom is actually a janitor at a hospital, so, her job is kind of an essential to ensure that everything is kind of taken care of. And, my mom has a lot of underlying health issues, so it's just constantly kind of staying positive about that because, God forbid, just knowing that they're in a different state and they still have to go into work and, there might be viejitos, like, that's been the most difficult part about it, because it's not like I can just get on a plane and say, hey, I'm going to come spend time with you while we're on quarantine. Like, a FaceTime call is as good as it gets.
I definitely took my family for granted before this whole thing happened. I've always been the person to kind of be like the sibling to be distant from my family. Even though I love my family, I'm very family oriented, or at least I like to think I am. There's times where I'm like, I'd rather just be home. Like, I'll see you guys when I see you type of thing. And now I'm like, I miss my mom. Like, I want to hug her. I want to hug my dad, like my siblings.
You don't actually see the people that you love as often as you think you do, but then you realize that even seeing them once a month makes all the difference in the world. And when that opportunity is gone, it can get a little scary.
My parents are home now. Like, they're not leaving the house, and it's because my parents, both of them, have health issues, and my siblings and I are like scared, like terrified for both of them. So we've asked them to isolate themselves and quarantine themselves inside the house, and we've been taking groceries to them and doing all of that stuff. And it sucks having to drop off the groceries in the front door and literally like be 10 feet away from them with like a mask, gloves, everything, and say like, I'll see you next time, Well, our apartment, it's a bit small.
Yeah, our apartment's really small.
Small. I mean, it's great for the both of us, right? But when we were out in the world, we
could come back
and not be in each other's space 24/7.
When it comes to all the rules, like how much food I have left or any type of planning that I have to put into play in order to get through the next few weeks, it's all on me, So one of the advantages is, like, say there's ice cream in the freezer, no one's gonna take it, but at the same time, if it goes missing, that's on you. Like, I know that was me, and so it takes a lot of discipline.
We definitely have had our
we've like, I mean,
here and there.
It's
nothing serious, but like, Jess, why don't you put the chips where they belong? Like, why are you leaving them outside? Me, why can't you wash this fork the right way? It's little things like that we're just like nitpicking at each other right now.
I think I was kind of built for this. I really like spending time at home and doing nothing. So I feel grateful and lucky that I have that opportunity. So right now, it's not so bad. I'm like, I could get used to this. Not not the virus part, just the staying at home and not doing anything part.
Starting to dive into the things that used to take me forever to get around to. I love building furniture, and so starting to design some new furniture. I'm meaning to paint some furniture, and so I'm gonna start doing that. I love working on music, and so now I spend a ton of time working on music, which is very therapeutic for me.
Doing a little bit of exercises in the house, going on walks, staying away from friends.
We're cooking a lot more. So that's really cool. Yeah, she's cooking. I'm not cooking, she's cooking. We're working out inside the house.
Yes, we are working inside the house.
I mean,
Jess did her first workout in I don't know how long the other day.
Thanks for calling me out.
That's what I'm here for.
I'm experimenting a little bit with my meals. One of my friends is actually full vegan, so she's been introducing me to a lot of vegan options.
I'm the main care person for our plants. So I definitely found, caring for them to be beneficial. It takes my mind off of, what's happening outside. But it does remind me that life still goes on. We could still be growing and that time is still passing by, and that it really, even though it feels like it, it's not the same day, like over and over and over that you're reliving.
For those that are struggling, with the isolation, I would say staying connected, however you can, is really important. And staying connected to the people that you care about, things that you care about, and sticking to a certain semblance of your routine, I think, is really important.
There's really nothing wrong with feeling the anxiety. Obviously, everybody's probably feeling a bit of it. But I think for those maybe who are a little bit more prone, I would definitely consider doing meditation. I know that there's a lot of apps right now that are giving you kind of like free trials because they understand that it will be super helpful. So like Headspace and Calm.
I also feel like you shouldn't let your anxiety kind of dictate everything.
Oh, no.
Like there's only so many times that you can look on social media and get the breaking news. You know what I mean? There's only so many times that you can turn it on and see how many cases we have now versus yesterday, or like where the newest stuff. Like it's too much. So you need to. Social distancing, I'm starting to learn, isn't just about like socially distancing you from your friends, like, like not having that interaction, but also just from your phone, because there's so many, like you said, so many people are being triggered that didn't even know that they had anxiety, and this has just grown to so much more than just about the virus. Like this encompasses so many things.
Yeah. Hey everyone, don't forget to like and subscribe.
And let us know what you're up to at home down in the comments.